Welcome back to the 30-day TikTok Growth Challenge. We want to get the Tech Herds TikTok account up to 10,000 followers in the next 30 days. This video is part of a daily vlog series that we're going to release throughout the 30 days. We're going to review what videos we released today, how we came up with content, performance of yesterday's videos, and stick around till the end to see how many followers we got. And before we go any further, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to see tomorrow's results of today's videos. Day 5 of trying to get 10,000 followers for the Tech Herds TikTok. Let's have a look at how we did yesterday. So overall, yesterday didn't perform very well at all on the views. We got 4,922, which of the last 7 days, that makes up 9.68% of total views. Profile views yesterday were 57, which is just over 8%, about 9% of the total views for the last 7 days. We need our profile views because that sends users and viewers through to the Tech Herds website. We need to work on getting that up. Likes were at 281 yesterday, which for the week it was 3,646. So 7.7% of the last 7 days likes came from yesterday. 9 comments yesterday, that's not very much. 6%, 7% of the last 7 days comments came from yesterday. It's kind of indicative of the entire trend though. Everything was quite down yesterday. You'd expect comments to be. It's definitely not what we want though. Shares were 15 yesterday, so that's again in the 6% region for the last 7 days. There's nothing complicated about this. Yesterday just wasn't a great day on the video stats, and the follower count wasn't amazing either. We're currently up to 2,059 followers. So given we're trying to hit 10,000, we've got 25 days left to hit the 10,000. That would mean we need 320 followers every day for the next 25 days. Clearly that's unlikely to happen. But what can happen, and what I'm really working towards on this, is a few days, some videos we do blow up. We get a ton of followers off that. And that's only going to come from being consistent with posting frequently, posting every day. But we also need to be clever about what we're posting. We need to be paying attention to the results of what we've posted. Or otherwise we're going to continue with days like today, days like yesterday. And to be fair, the day before wasn't so good either, especially after the good start we got off to. It's probably a little bit arrogant to have a strategy as to how we blow up, but at the same time, we need some kind of a plan, some kind of a guide that we're following, which will at least help us to blow up. So for the videos I've done today, and I'm going to really lean into this over the weekend, some stuff I'm going to try and be a lot more mindful of is asking people in the video to follow. Going to ensure at least 2 videos per day are based on currently trending videos in our sphere. Going to push really hard over the weekend in the hope that we've less competition from professional industries. Clearly TikTok's kind of an every person type of platform, but we're focusing on the career advice, technology sector, get into tech kind of videos, and I don't know if it's the case, but definitely more people watch on the weekend because they're not working, obviously, and hopefully some of our competitors are having a nice relaxed weekend, having a drink, so we can get some of their subscribers. Another thing going to focus much more on, or try and lean a lot heavier into, is videos with a specific piece of advice. A lot of the past Tech Herds videos, in fact some that have done well, but a lot of the past are a little bit rambly, and there's nothing inherently wrong with that, but it does lead to a tendency to make the video longer than it needs to. And if you can cut the message down, keep it nice and succinct, it's easier to keep people on the video to the end, and the closer to the end people stay for the video, the more it will circulate. So that's going to be key. And another thing, I'm a little bit reticent in doing this because Tech Herds as a business really wants people in the UK. We're not fully geared up yet for an international audience. We can definitely help, but we're more valuable to someone in the UK. But I think from a TikTok perspective, we're going to have to try and be a bit less UK centric. And because we're in quite a small niche, and although there's plenty of these videos on TikTok, they're not that abundant that just focusing on the UK is really that practical. And if we look at other people in our space, we're actually pretty much at the top of the UK group, and the only people ahead of us for the most part are the Americans. Now they have obviously got a much bigger audience. It's an English speaking audience, so I should really be able to tap into that. I need to tap into that, and we're not looking for that many followers. 10,000 isn't beyond limits, but given it's quite a small niche and TikTok's primarily a very young group, the amount of people available to us in the UK is relatively slim. It's obviously a lot more than 10,000, but we can't expect everyone who likes that niche to like us. We can try, but it's going to be a lot easier if we can pull in some of those American followers. So today's videos, published 4, that's not bad. We've got one about becoming a web developer in 3 steps, currently not doing very much unfortunately. Becoming a technology contractor, that one's getting a little bit circulation. Software engineer career path, so the different jobs a software engineer would have from beginning to being senior. And JavaScript salaries in the UK. This was intended to be a little bit clickbaity. You tend to find when you talk about money and you put money up at the front, people get quite interested, but it's kind of a cheap tactic, to be honest. I've got 3 drafts. I'm hoping these are a lot more mindful of our blow-up strategy, because I didn't think of the blow-up. I didn't fully work out what the blow-up strategy needed to be until a couple of hours ago, and these other videos were done earlier. So the drafts, 1, working with Google Cloud. So it's quite a specific piece of advice if you want to be an engineer on the Google Cloud platform. Certain qualifications, certain certificates that you can get which will help you in the job market in that area. Then I've got a 2-part video piece. This is aimed at doing that ask them to follow thing. Part 1 is about setting up a business selling websites, and I finished the video asking that people follow so they can see how to get their first client, which the part 2 is about. I've treaded my toes in this a few times before, the asking people to follow through a part 2 thing. I haven't done it enough to really have a gauge on it, and even if these 2 don't work, it's not a sign that it's not a good strategy. It's just a sign I might need to perfect it a bit better. We'll see. I'm going to try and do 3 to 4 2-part series over the weekend using that approach, and just see if it does me any good. So like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to see how effective that is.